The image and activities of the Nigerian police in the discharge of its duty has come under scrutiny by Nigerians at different times, prompting continuous call for reforms and action on the part of the leadership of the police and the Police Service Commission. However, Nigerians are beginning to see changes and motivation by government, police and the Police Service Commission, all with a view to bringing about efficiency. The Nigerian Police Award and Commendation Ceremony is one of the new ongoing initiatives aimed at motivating officers and men to uphold the highest standard of professionalism. Hence, the recognition and honor to gallant, industrious, committed and patriotic officers and men, with nomination for various categories of award, including posthumous for late officers and men of the Nigerian Police. This and more will be the focus of the program tonight. Thanks for joining us. I am Ikaria Clinton. Welcome to Nigeria Today. Joining us to discuss the ongoing changes to motivate the new Nigerian police is a former Commissioner of Police FCT Command, CP Lawrence Alabi, retired. You're welcome to Nigeria Today.
Thank you for having me, and good evening, Nigeria.
Now, also with us here in the studio is a strategic security expert, Dr. Sadiq Hassan. Thanks for joining us on Nigeria Today.
Thank you for having me, and good evening, Nigeria.
I'll start with you, CP Lawrence. What do you make of these maiden award by the IG to the men and officers of the Nigerian Police?
Yeah, it's very gladdening and it's actually heartwarming to see this. It's like you said earlier, it's a first of its kind that is given this kind of national attention. Even though there are anomalies from our regulations, police force orders and police regulations, awards have been given to officers when they perform by the IG, Commissioner of Police, the DP can give an award to his officer when they excel, when they demonstrate extra gallantry and courage because of performing their duties. But this is just a nationally that is taking a national posture. I think it's of its kind. And it is good, you see, like in the principle of management, what they call stick and carrot principle of management. The carrot is given to you when you do well. That is, the carrot is the reward, promotions, awards like this nature. And the carrot is the stick is the punishment, sanctions, and so forth. So I think it's very innovative, very good, very encouraging, and it will motivate officers. Motivation is one of the principles of management. Any manager or leader who does nothing on how to motivate its officers and appreciate them, the officer will not do well. That's a morale booster to ensure that the officers do well, that their actions and performance have been appreciated. And like, not additionally end with the police giving an award. The country should also appreciate the Nigerian police force. The Nigerian police force has done so well for this country, but unfortunately the police is not being appreciated by the government and people of this country. I would say that's a lot of instances.
Okay, CP Lawrence, we'll come to that. We'll come to that point. I know you are eager to tell us more about that. But then, Dr. Sadiq, we see categories such as Best PRO of the Year. That is what the award, the award ceremony. We see Investigator of the Year, Detectives of the Year, Community Policing, Advocate of the Year. How far will this go in motivating the officers and men of the Nigerian Police?
Yeah, I think it's a first of its kind in the history of Nigerian police in Nigeria. For the current police leadership to come up with this idea, noble ideas, is novel. That the police who have done well over time needed to be awarded and recognized. And what that does, it will go a long way to motivate others to do more in their various field and assignment. But we need to know the categories of awards. And I will also said the award should have what I call take home as attached to the award. Because not just a placard that's been given to you that we have done well.
We don't have the details,
yes,
though,
but it's a good recognition.
It could be also
yes,
part of it.
but the award is supposed to have take-home package that gives you motivations. I will personally tell you today, that is why the recent interview I granted on police recruitment, I said the current recruitment police should call it watertight recruitment. We have a lot of numbers of police officers who from day one, they don't have the desire and the intentions to be a police officers. But because they see a police as a last resort, they join it. We will now bring out the issue of watertight recruitment. That will give you the need, the kind of police Nigeria wants, the kind of police system we want to have, so that people who are coming to join the police to be a police officer should be proud to be a police officer. Now bringing this award is a complementary to it for those police officers, so that by the time you retire from the police service, you see it and say, oh, I have certain reasons why I joined police and I fulfilled the missions of joining the police. So it should also come with a package whereby not just a placard, they give it to you, either the best crime detector in a year, the best warden, the best road traffic, yes. But not just a placard. It should be able to come with take home, so that that take home will be additional motivation for those who are behind, so that it can now motivate other people to do well. Because we should be also to put the people that possible, the rejected bribery, which are already conversant with the way Nigerian police. So you could see that when you have that, it allows other police officers to do away and detach in terms of criminal elements and having the mind of franchising with criminality. So that is why I said such things should be able to have takeaway with the award.
Okay, now, Mr. Lawrence, now, what specific changes or improvement do you anticipate within the Nigerian police, as a result of implementing an award system for excellence and hard work?
Yeah, the changes is that first, the force has to make sure that the officers are trained, because the excellence is for rewarding them for performance, professionalism, effectiveness, and efficiency. For them to be efficient, effective, professionally, they need to be empowered in terms of capacity building training program. The force is to be well funded by government. The force does not fund itself. The police is not a business, profit-oriented business or transaction. It is service-oriented. So the government should be prepared in line with Section 14B of the Constitution provides that prime purpose of government is security and well-being of the welfare of the citizens. You see, nations must have laws, and those laws need to be enforced. That's why the government established institutions, like the police, other security agencies, to make sure that these laws are enforced. The nations are built on law and order. When there's not law and order, there's anarchy. And when there's anarchy, nothing works. Security drives other areas of development, economic, political, and so forth. So the police, which ought to be the lead agency, the taproot of the tree of internal policing, is not being provided for, not being well, hence for them to perform better in line with this philosophy of giving an award. They should be well funded, well equipped, well trained, well motivated. Go to police barracks. You feel ashamed. When I pass through police cantonment, the wall itself is alone. It's as if at the center of the town, very close to force headquarters. See the walls, So these are things that need to be done, the welfare of the people. Where are they living? So the welfare, the training, the salaries of the police, Nigerian police salaries are one of the poorest in the world. We go on course with other countries, When I was in charge of peacekeeping operations, we meet with other nations, other services. We compare note. Ours is the poorest in the country. But then, the government, therefore, if the government needs to have a society that is safe and secure, internal security is the most challenging in any nation. External aggression is like we have very, very, very good neighbors, friendly neighbors. We don't anticipate any external aggression. And again, but internal security is key and central. It's the nucleus of security of the nation. But then that it's not being addressed. The police, which is supposed to be the lead agency, is being neglected. and they're not well funded, not well equipped, not well motivated. Now that the police itself has seen that it needs to motivate officers, that's an internal arrangement. But the government also should do those things that will make officers feel sense of pride to be a policeman. Not become, you feel ashamed, you feel you are debased, and you don't feel happy being a police officer. The police is the one that ought to drive internal security of this country. But unfortunately, the government in this country and Nigerians don't see the police as being relevant. Because if they appreciate the police, they'll give the police all that it takes to function effectively, to grant internal security in line with Section 14B of the Constitution. But that is not done. So therefore, the government itself should also key into this motivational strategy that the government, IGP has and the team has introduced, make sure that the police are well motivated, police are well cared for, well funded. Their barracks, their accommodation, their training capacity, training, and then again, one thing that is lacking is that police today in Nigeria, police and law enforcement is becoming an all-commerce affair. Everybody can, both state actor or non-state actor, everybody can become do policing and law enforcement. You know, that is supposed to be so. We ought to have a national policing framework that will enable the police, they have that leadership direction, leadership guide, and give, make sure that we all know, they know each agent, anybody coming to aid, assist the police, know their boundaries and so forth. So I think we need a national policing framework, policing and development framework that will guide other agencies and guide the police, enable the police have actually take the right of place as the lead agency of internal security.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lawrence. Now we are being joined by the President, Police Community Relations Committee, Mogaji Olaniyan. You're welcome to Nigeria today.
Thank you very much. Good evening, Nigeria.
Now, Mr. Mogaji, we're talking about the award. You know, the new Nigeria police. We see quite a lot of things have been happening, innovations, you know, trying to reposition the police. Now, in respect to the award, how would this award, in your opinion, first of all, give us, what is your take on this award ceremony, which is, of course, is the maiden, you know, in the history of Nigeria, really, you know, and of course, how would these help to address issues such as corruption and misconduct in the police formation?
Thank you very much. I give kudos to the Inspector General of Police, IGP Kayode Egbetokun, his management team, and kudos to the federal government headed by the President Commander-in-Chief for his approval for this. This is a great one for this country, because by the time we get our policing right, everything is going to be okay in this country. And if you notice, when IGP Kayode Egbetokun comes in, nobody expects this, because he's a disciplinarian. So we see him today, 4 police officers dismissed, 6 dismissed. I can see this as the strategy is a stick and carrot. It started with stick, and you can see Nigeria police as of today. Even in the history of the country, Nigerian police are the most disciplined organization. It's only because of hatred that we show to them. It's only in Nigeria police, somebody slap you, you can report to a superior officer and they're going to deal with him. Try it with other uniform personnel. Try it, you will see you are not going to get any justice. But in Nigeria police, with 100 naira dismissed, with 1,000 naira dismissed, just raise your hand to slap an innocent citizen, dismissed. But we thank God today, the carrot is what we are celebrating now. That if you do good, we are going to reward you. And this reward, the IGP just package it in a way that the whole nation will see you. That goes a long way beyond whatever they are going to give these people that get this award. Knowing that my mother can just sit down at corner of our sitting room, see a sergeant being celebrated, where we have the Minister of Police Affairs representing the President, we have all the service chiefs. Even that handshake goes a long way. And as the national chairman of Police Community Relation Committee, we are very close to our Nigerian police officers, and we know that this award motivates a lot of them. And we are going to see the good side of Nigerian policemen with this award.
And of course, it goes a long way to motivate our men and officers of the police force, because when you are shown on television like this, they say so and so person
yes,
was awarded.
It's a big challenge, and you are going to see the good side of our men. What they lack here, our Nigerian police, they are doing their best, but what they lack is motivation from our side, from the government and member of the public. You can see the police will return. They will return. They will reject bribe. The local government chairman must take it up from that angle. Even if you don't have anything, identify with him. Corporate, celebrate him, goes a long way. The governor of that state, do this before. But all our governors, all our political leaders, they will just, this police, forget it. So we thank God for the life of IGP Kayode Egbetokun. At least this is his own constituency, and he raised the drum by himself. And we thank God for his life, and we appreciate him and his management team for this.
Now, Dr. Sadiq, how can this, this award of recognition and commendation, encourage healthy competition amongst our police officers?
Yes, before I go into that, I think as a security expert, I differ in what our former commissioner of police and the man said here.
Retired, not former.
Retired.
Retired.
Yes, retired, not tired.
Not tired.
Now, respect, you earn it. It's not given. I don't think Nigerians did not appreciate Nigerian police. It is the manner and the conduct of Nigerian police toward their citizens that culminate the character that Nigeria give back to police. We have other law enforcement agency. They are well respected.
But with all this,
because they respected themselves.
All this is going to change.
But with this award, yes, that's where I'm heading to. That first of all, everybody agrees that we have under police, under funding and training. But what the current leadership of police did now, I don't need to praise IG so much. No. It is not the federal government or the president who sell the idea. It is him who decided that my men need to be awarded. That is coming from police. That is the kind of leadership police supposed to imbibe into themselves from day one, not now. So that you could see that the current one is trying to leave a legacy. The next person that will come will look at what do I do. We all agree that Nigerian police today are given a meager resources. Now, how has police able to prove that within the meager resources, this is what we are going to do? For example, I want Nigerian police to show Nigerian the kind of a decent barrack they want, even if it's 2 blocks, and said, this is the way, the kind of barrack we want to have. But because of the meager resources, we're able to have this. If the government provide more, this is what we are going to see. I've been to many barracks. I do some personal intelligence related with police. Why should some police buy their uniform? We have the record. The point I'm trying to make is that as an expert, it is time for police to tell themselves we are wearing a new look. We have to change.
That is what they are doing now.
Thank you. So award, you could see that by that step by step, there's no way government will not look into. And society, Nigerians will be able to come and say, oh, we have to appreciate our Nigerian police. Some exercise we have went to, I see the way some police they dress. You cannot stop. I have to shake him or her that this is the way we want Nigerian police to look like. But at the end of the day, how many of them who has the money to buy such uniform and look in that manner? Okay. This is the point.
Thank you very much.
So police need to go back and reborn themselves. Society will definitely celebrate Nigerian police.
Thank you very much. Now, Mr. Lawrence, I know the three gentlemen are in agreement that this is a welcome development. Welcome development. Yes. So what should be in place to sustain this development?
Yeah, like Dr. My colleague said, the police had to reinvent itself. Reinventing itself is that asserting itself as a lead agency, doing the needful. One, ensure that men are well trained, they build their capacity, their character is in line with the professional standard, best practices, and then ensure that all that it takes for them to sustain this standard, those who have been recognized have performed excellently well, demonstrated extra gallantry and courage and performance, that should be sustained. And that should be sustained that they're not just for this one that has just been done, one stop exercise. Let it be done periodically. Let it be sustained to motivate officers. And officers also should reciprocate by putting their best effort to achieve the best result. Like you said, you tell me whom you are, and I know whom you are. The police need to invent itself, assert its position as the lead agency, ensure that the men are well trained, internal training, all the job training and formal training in various police institutions, and then ensure that whatever is given to them is well taken care of. Their barracks, their vehicles. But again, you see, this barrack and vehicle can only be maintained with funds. When they are being starved of funds, there's no way they can manufacture funds. You see, I used to follow my IG to the National Assembly to defend the budget. Budget is based on need. When you now go to the National Assembly to defend their budget, the National Assembly will give you what they think is right. Not in line with what you have requested.
Thank you very much.
And then again, even that budget whatever is approved by the National Assembly is sent to Minister of Finance, if now will not even release. So if that's the police, they are handicapped. And then again, I want to make one point clear here. Section 217 of the National Constitution provides for the training of the armed forces. And 2172 provides that the Nigerian government and people shall equip and maintain the armed forces so that they can be effective. Why has that permission not been provided for the Nigerian Police Force, which is the lead agency in internal security?
Everything will change now. With the new leadership. Everything will change. Now, Mr. Bogaji, we've seen, of course, you also agreed with what the other two gentlemen were saying.
I disagree with my brother.
No, in terms of commending
the Nigerian police.
So what do we expect to see after this award from our men and officers of the Nigerian police?
From our men and officers of Nigerian police is motivation, and it's already there. And I'm calling on members of the public. You know, there's something they fail to understand. Nigeria police, whenever they go out of this country to perform, our father can testify to that, to perform on any international assignment. Nigeria police used to take first position in everything. Because they are doing everything they are doing here manually. So when they go to Haiti, when they go to any Liberia, when they go to any international peacekeeping something, other police officers from different parts of the world are using to computer system, using to time it 3 hours, 4 hours. But Nigeria police, here is 24 hours on duty, no time to close. So it's already adapted to that. But here, we fail to appreciate them. We created hatred from our home. When you want to scare your children from home, I will call police. This is part of what this hatred is like inbuilt to the family. We built the hatred. But we thank God with what happened now. And what I will call on all well-meaning Nigerians, the local government, the state government, they should just join the queue to celebrate any deserving police officers. Like my dear brother, doctor, your organization, you can use it. In our own PCRC, we are planning for a very big event to celebrate we are going to be the first organization to kill after the IGP. Very soon you are going to see us celebrating another set of Nigerian police officers.
Thank you very much.
And I'm calling my brother to use his own network. Let's continue that way.
Thank you very much. This is where we wrap it up for the episode of Nigeria Today. I've been speaking with the former Commissioner of Police FCT Command, CP Lawrence Alobe, retired. Retired.
But not
thank you so much. We also have the President, Police Community Relations Committee, Mr. Mogaji Olaniyan. Thank you so much for coming. And also a strategic security expert, Dr. Sadiq Hassan. Thank you, gentlemen, for coming on the program.
Yes.
And thank you for being part of the program. I am Victoria Clinton. Goodbye.